Hello and welcome to our channel Minus Point, and I am Aman Kumar, owner of the website minuspointpro.com. So you can visit our website minuspointpro.com for the things related to mariners as well as mechanical engineering. So you can directly type minuspointpro.com in the Google and you'll land up on this page where you can see various topics ranging from synergy exam, mechanical engineering, IC engines, auxiliary machines, etc. For example, you can click on mechanical aptitude and you will see various mechanical aptitude questions there. Also, you can go on verbal reasoning and you can practice synonyms, antonyms, etc. if you are preparing for the synergy exams. And if you want to go for the technical things, you can learn from the technical knowledges about the topics which are mentioned here: freshwater generator, oily water separator, along with their working principles and theories. And moving on to our topic of today's videos, that is rotation of images, which comes under spatial ability for the synergy exam. So some of the users mentioned in the comment that they want videos on the rotation of images. So the video is a bit late, but let's start. So before starting, I would like to pay more attention. Like, if you want to understand the things completely, you should pay more attention to the questions mentioned here. Like, this is question number 5, 7, 8, 9, and 12. So these are the questions which are a bit different in approach. So whatever approach we are going to talk about solving these rotation images techniques, so these are having a bit different approach. So you should know and pay more attention to these kind of questions also. So let's start. So when we come across the figures related to the rotation of images, it is more of your analytical capability, how you perceive pictures and how good you are in analyzing the rotations of images. So if you are good in analyzing the figures, it's very good for you to solve these questions easily. But if you are not able to rotate these images in your mind, picturize these rotation images in your mind, so you don't have to worry about it. You can still figure out how to solve these questions. The method we use here is the elimination method. So to figure out which will be the rotation images of this, we'll try to eliminate which are not, and then we'll land up with our answer. For example, if we see in this picture, we'll try to figure out which one is the most prominent in this figure. Like, if I see this picture, so the first one of what I see is this cuboid like structure standing on the on this structure, right? So we'll see which kind of figure in this is having this. So based on that, we'll try to eliminate the figures which are not having this kind of structure. So if we go with the figure A, you can see that in this between these two things there is a gap. But if you see from this, it is straight going forward from this to this, which means there is no gap. So this cannot be our answer. So this cannot be our answer. So we'll cross it. Then we'll move on to next. So we'll see this figure is there. So this can be our answer. Now moving on to this. So here you see that this box is coming in whole width of this, right? This is whole width. But here if you see, this is coming only up to half of this, right? This half space is empty. So this cannot be our answer. This is wrong. Now this is also coming full to full. So this can be our answer. Now we'll have to compare between these two. Now we'll see this figure. So if you see this structure, this is coming straight to the downward. But if you see in this figure, you are seeing this structure as well, an extra layer of this thing. But so which is not in the main figure. So this cannot be our answer. This is eliminated. So hence three figures are eliminated. So automatically the fourth one is our answer. So with this logic, we are going to find out the answer for the rest of the things. So the thing is, you might be seeing that while analyzing these questions, I'm taking very long time. This is because I am explaining the things into you. But if you do these things in your mind, you'll be quite fast. And maximum it will take 40 to 45 seconds to solve this question. So let's move on to the next question to practice more and understand better. So in question number 2 here, see, we'll first see there we can see the prominent one is H structure, right? Here we are seeing this H structure. So we'll see which are having H structure. So this is having H structure, this is having, but this is having a different kind of H, like so this is an inclined H. So that is not our answer. So this is eliminated because if here you see this is inclined, but here if you see it is straight line, right? So this cannot be our answer. Now we'll move on to our next thing, that is this structure we can see, right? So our shape is like here this is, then this, then this, and then this is the shape. So here we see only triangle we are seeing, so this is wrong. Now in these both figures the same structure there, so these two can be our answer. Now to further eliminate, we'll see this structure. You see this triangle is there, this forming of triangle is there, right? Now you'll see where it is. So in this you are seeing with this extra structure, this four side of structure is there, but here this is triangular one which is identical to this one. So this is eliminated. So this is our answer. Moving on to next question. So this is third. Here if you see, we can see the eye structure, right? A sleeping eye here. So we'll try to eliminate based on eye first. So here we can see eye structure. This can be our answer. Here we can see this is a bit of T structure, not eye. So this is eliminated. Here we can see eye. This can be our answer. And here we see eye. This can be our answer. Now moving on to what we see here is, let's see, focus on this structure, right? This is there, this kind of structure. So this is there in this one also. Okay, then if you go like this is already eliminated. Now if you see here in this figure, if you see this place, right, in under this is an empty space right there, right? But here if you see under this slot a full-fledged structure is there, so this is also eliminated. No empty space. Here if you see there is above empty space and there is, below it is empty space. So this is eliminated, and this is also eliminated because here you see this eye structure and this slot like structure is there, but here you cannot see any slot, like from top to bottom it is empty, but here if you see there is a empty thing, like a structure thing. So if you go by this structure formation, so this structure formation is not there, so this is eliminated. But if you see this one, so this structure formation is there, right? So this is our answer. Moving on to fourth. So in fourth if you see, we'll see what this is like U like structure, right? This is U like structure. So we'll see which is having U-like structure. Here we are seeing U-like structure, but it is a closed one. Here we are seeing it is open, so it is eliminated. Here it is directly eliminated because this side is not at all there. So this is eliminated because here you see there is one side and there is second side. But the second side is missing, so this cannot be our answer. Now moving on to third. So here we can see two sides are there, but here if you see this U-like structure, it is missing double line, right? Here it is only single line, so this cannot be our answer. So this is our answer. Moving on to question number 5. So remember I have said you have to pay special attention to it. So it is a, so you need to have a different kind of approach, not completely different, but have a different light. So we'll figure it out while solving it. So in the first thing we see this, there are one pillar like structure and this is another pillar perpendicular to it, right? So here in this figure no pillar structure is there, this kind of pillar is not at all present in this, so this is eliminated. Now this can be the one we are seeing, this one, and now coming to this, there is one pillar we see, but the second pillar is missing. We cannot see this kind of perpendicular pillar against this. So this is missing. This cannot be our answer. Now moving on to this B and D. So these probably can be our answer because we are seeing this pillar-like structure, both are there, right? Now here what is the catch is, if you try to go by the logic which we are going in the above up to fourth question, we are seeing, like, if you see this, there is a triangular structure right here, right? This triangular structure. And if you go here, there is no triangular structure you can find, but here you can find this triangular structure. So with that logic, this should be our answer, but this is not our answer. Why? Because if you see similar kind of things, you have to think of mirror structure as well, because in most of the questions, the question setter gives sometimes mirror images of this. So if you see here, we have to visualize a little bit, use our analytical skills to understand these questions. Now if you see this kind of thing, the pillar, if you see the pillar here and the pillar here, right? So this pillar is on the left side. If you try to rotate this figure like this and make this figure stand on this, like this figure, now this figure is, this portion is standing like this, make it like this. So this figure, this pillar like structure will come here. So what I am trying to say is that when you rotate this image to your left and make this structure stand on this base, you will see that this pillar is coming to this side. This pillar will come to this side. This will be the some kind of a structure, and this will come here. Some sort of things like this. So this can be a, this will be a figure when you rotate this. But if you see our main figure, this pillar is to our right side. Like if you are standing here, if we are standing here, and if you see the pillar is our, this long pillar is our on right side, right? But if you see while rotating this, what we find out that this long pillar is coming to our left side, right? So this cannot be our answer. So this will be our answer. So you have to be careful while solving these kind of questions. I hope you are able to get this thing. If not, then please go back and see it again so that you can understand the things. Because here we will have the mirror images. Moving on to next. So the most prominent thing we can see here is a reverse T, right? Upside down T. So here try to eliminate based on this. So here the T formation is not there because this piece is missing. So this cannot be our answer. Now there is T, so this can be our answer. There is T, this can be our answer. Here no T is at all. And even if you see the side view, so if you can see the side view, there is one, these two, this path is a broad here and this gets pointed here. But if you see here, this path is broad here and this is a little narrower but still broad. So this cannot be our answer. Here the same logic, this path is getting converged to a pointed form, but here if you see, this is not at all pointed, so this cannot be our answer. Now so ultimately this will be our answer. So you see that you don't actually have to rotate the things and figure it out in your mind how the pictures are rotated. You just have to eliminate which cannot be your answer and you will land up on the correct answer. Now moving on to seventh. So here also remember this question is also some sort of different approach. We'll see what the different approach is here. So first of all, we'll go with the traditional way, like we are seeing a sloping, and there is a sloping and this sloping L like structure. So this is very prominently eliminated because this is very less kind of space here. We see this is a more spacious as compared to this. This cannot be our answer. Now coming to these three figures. So here if you see, like if you see in this figure, you cannot see anything, right? Because this is, we are seeing from this side. So when we see from this side, so this portion of the figure will be hide out. So we cannot see this portion. So this is from that view. So we cannot directly eliminate it because we are not able to see through it. So we'll have to wait for the elimination method. So now if you see here, these two are quite a look alike and these are looking like it can be our answer, right? So we'll try to figure it out. So first let's go with B. So if you see here, the structure is very similar. We are having this two lines are there, two lines are there. So this is two lines are there up to this. Here on also two lines, here also two lines. So all are perfect. Every structure is aligning. Okay. Then we have to, what we can see here is that this can be, we have to check whether this is a mirror image or not. So how we'll see? So imagine if you are standing, if you are sleeping on this slope, right? Imagine you are lying on this slope. So what you see that this wall-like structure will be on our right hand side. So if we imagine ourselves standing this on this slope, so this wall-like structure will be on our right side. Uh, and when we do a similar kind, like if we stand on this slope and if we see where is this wall-like structure, so this will be coming to our left side, right? So in this we are this structure, if you stand this on this platform, you will see that this wall-like structure is coming to your left side. So hence it cannot be our answer because the left of the, because the right of this is coming to left, which means it is a mirror image. So mirror image cannot be our answer. So this is eliminated. So if you see that this figure was quite identical. So if you were in hurry, or you will go by previous logic of understanding that all the figures are there in aligned form, this structure is matching with this structure, this double lines are matching with this double line structure, so you can mark up wrong answer. So here you have to analyze that also. Now if you come to this, so if you see here, there is double line on the slope, right? But here only single line is visible, right? If you see this wall-like structure and the double line continues till here also. So this cannot be our answer. So ultimately our answer is this. So you can see here what is special about is this, that if you directly say and directly see things without knowing anything, if you go by this simple logic, you will directly mark this as not your answer, because here you are seeing a slope, right? This is a slope, but here if you see a straight line is being shown, right? So we will definitely mark this as wrong, but this cannot be because this is upside down. If you correctly analyze, the slope is from here only, the slope is here, and this structure goes like this. So you don't have to do the analyze that much, but if you want to verify, you can verify with this logic. So in your question, so this is also one of the special cases you need to understand here, and this is the most special case because the most this is having the most surprising answer. So we'll go by elimination method first, and we'll see what happens. So if you can see, there is this triangle like structure you cannot find here because this is completely different structure what you are seeing here, and you cannot imagine that this kind of structure is also possible with this, but we cannot mark it as wrong. Why? because we are not able to see any sort of structure things like. So we cannot mark, maybe it is showing some different kinds of view which we are not able to figure it out. So this can be our answer because we have not find out anything which can prove that this is wrong. So here if you see in this figure, so here it is clearly wrong. Why? Because if you see after this slope, here this is a double line structure, right? But here you see only a single line is there, double line is missing. So this is a clear case of no answer, or it is an odd one. So this cannot be our answer. Now moving on to this, so if you can see there is a triangle like a structure here, but here if you see some sort of a square like a structure is there, right? Not a square, the four sides are there. So this is prominently wrong because here if you are seeing this structure is there and this is completely different from what we are having in the main figure. So that is why this is wrong. Now here with these two figures D and A, if you see A and D, we cannot see any kind of similar structures with this, but we have and this kind of figures were looking like this can be our answer, but these are eliminated. So now how would I figure it out which one is right? So here we have to understand a little bit of logical things, like if you try to analyze this figure and this figure, so what you can see that this slope like structure, right? Here if you see a slope like structure, and here if you see this is a straight line structure. Now if you go by this one, if you analyze this figure, at any point of view you will see there will be a slope. If you see from this side, so you will see this slope, right? If you view from this side, you will see this slope. Again if you see from this side, you will see this slope, right? But when you go but when we see here, this is a straight line structure, right? This is a straight line structure, so this is eliminated because in no case we are having a straight line. In every case we will be seeing a somewhat of slope like structure. As you can see in this figure, this is one, this is a bit slope, and then this is a bit slope, right? So this is our answer. I know that you may be thinking that this kind of logic is not being applied because you'll be thinking that how this can be your answer, but this is, if you analyze, this is a different kind of view. So if you will try to figure it out which kind of view, it will be very complex, and you will and this understanding of this will require a huge I would say very analytical skills in your mind to understand these things and rotate the figure to make this figure it out. But in the competitive examination we don't have that much time, and we are not doing a thesis that we need to understand things. We just have to mark the correct answer, right? So these three are wrong based on the things which are prominent that this cannot be our answer because we ultimately are seeing that this there is double line, and here we are seeing only single line, so this cannot be our answer. Here we see four lines, here we see three triangular structure, so this cannot be our answer. Here we see a complete straight line from top to bottom, which cannot be possible because there is a slope. From any side you will see a slope like structure, so this is our answer. So that is why this is a special case. Moving on to next question. So here also we'll try to figure it out by the elimination method. So we'll just go by this staircase structure, right? You'll see this stair like structure. So here this is eliminated because this staircase is not completed. One step is remaining here, so this is eliminated. Here a step like structure is there. Here step like structure is there. Here also there. Now we have three figures. Now we'll go with, now if you see they are very identical to each other, but if you see this figure, this triangle is completely if you see this triangle is here, there this is bulging out, and here this is lagging behind. But if you see in this triangle are aligned to each other in one line, like this triangle is up to this and this triangle is aligned, but here this triangle is here, then this triangle is lagging behind, so this cannot be your answer. This is eliminated. Now these two possible answers are there. Now you are seeing that there is very identical in nature, so we'll try to rule out the method whether there is any mirror structure or not. So how we'll try to find out mirror structure? So here we don't have to think very analytical that we'll try to rotate in images in our mind. All you have to do is that what you can do, imagine that in this main figure you are sitting on this stair, right? You are sitting on this stair and your face is on on this structure, right? You are seeing this structure and sitting on this stair. So now you what you see that uh, this figure like this wall like structure will come to your right hand side, right? If you're sitting on this stair and watching this wall, so you this stair like structure will come to your left hand side, right? Similar thing we'll try to do it here. If we are sitting on this staircase watching this wall, so this stair like structure will come to our right hand side, right? So definitely here we are having in left hand side, here right hand side. So this is a mirror figure, so this is eliminated and this is our right answer. Or otherwise, if you think if your mind clicks very early, you can see, if you are good at rotation also, so you can see that um, if you rotate this figure this like this one, so you will land up with this figure. Moving on to next question. So here it's a, we can clearly visualize it's a Y, right? So if you try to rotate this like this, so if you try to rotate this structure, you'll end up things like a Y like structure, something like this, right? So what you have to distinguish here is that where is this turn. If you rotate this, so this turn will be like this is the structure. So we'll have to find out where this structure is formed. So here if you see this Y, so this turn is there here, like the in this the figure is like this is U, and the figure this turn is on the right side, so this is eliminated. Here if you see, this is there, this is there, here you can see U is there, you go down and this is there, so this is matching with this, so this can be our answer. Now we'll see other figures as well. So if you rotate this image this like this one, so you'll see this, if you rotate this image, so you'll see this Y like structure and this figure will be here, the tail will be in the right side, so this is eliminated. Here also it is prominently saying this is like this, so this is eliminated, so this is our answer. Moving on to our next question. So here we see that we can see this U like structure, right? So we'll try to find out U like structure is everywhere there or not. So it is there in this. If you see here, so this is U like structure, but this is a continuous one. You go from there to there, here to here, and here to here. But if you see in the main figure, there is a stoppage, right? This stoppage is there. So here it should have been a stoppage. So this will be eliminated. Here also the same thing goes. You are seeing a continuous figure. You can go from here to here to here. So this is the also continuous, so this is eliminated. Now we are left with this and this, so we'll have these both look identical things, so we'll have to figure it out whether they are mirror structure or not. So if you see here, This is if you try to think like you are standing in this gap, you are standing in this gap and you are facing this wall, you are seeing this screen. So this L-like structure will come to your left hand side. And similar thing if you try to do with this, like if you think you are standing here, so just tilt your head and try to imagine that you are standing here and you are seeing this wall. So this L-like structure will come to your right hand side, right? And here it is coming to left. So this is a mirror image. So this will be eliminated. So this will be our right answer. Coming to question number 13. So here you can see this uh, something a pointed structure is like there, right? This pointed like structure will try to figure out whether we can eliminate based on this or not. So this is completely ruled out because you cannot see this kind of pointing structure. This is ruled out. Here if you see, this is not at all pointing at all. This is a complete rectangle structure, so this is eliminated. Here you see these similar structures are there, so this can be our answer. Here also the similar structure there, this can be our answer. Now moving on to the second point. If you see here, there is two line structure. A solid structure is there, something which is having a border line of two layers. And here in this figure only one layer is there, one layer is missing, so this is eliminated. So this is our answer. Coming to our next slide. In this figure, you'll try to rule out by elimination method. So what we see here is that this is this kind of thing, and this is, so based on this structure, there is some kind of double line and there is a rectangle. So you'll see a double line and a rectangle, double line and rectangle, double line and rectangle, double line. So it is all of there. Now we'll go with this. A slope is there. Here a slope is there. Here also slope is there. Here also slope is there. But here we see a complete rectangle. So one elimination we found. Now we go on to next thing. So what can be our next thing? So if you go by this structure, you see this one. We'll try to find out whether these are there in this picture or not. You can see with this structure is not there. This structure is completely different. Like here if we are sloping, here we are having a downward step arrow, but here if you see, this is an inclined one, so this is eliminated. Here if you see, this is going good, but here this complete wall is missing here, right? So here till now it is good, but this complete wall is missing, so this is not our answer. Now here we can see this can be our answer, right? And here also if you see, but in, oh, this is always this is already eliminated, this eliminated, this eliminated, so this is our answer. Learned about the rotation of hues based on patterns, this kind of figures. And then in next video we'll learn about rotation of shaded 3D shapes. So these are a bit quite analytical. You'll have to analyze things a bit because these are the shaded regions. You'll have to focus where the shaded regions are there and which one are the lighter regions. So we'll see what we can do in this kind of things. And so for this, if you like this video, please share it with your friends so that he can also understand these concepts clearly. And please do comment if you want to make us video on any other topic. If you are facing any difficulty on any other topic also, you can mention that in comment. And please subscribe to our channel so that we can put more and more effort to bring more such videos. And if you are preparing for synergy exam, and if you want PDF for that, the PDF consisting of the aptitude, logical, verbal, analytical questions, so you can buy from the link in the description. There is a link you can see here in the description below. Thank you.